Today we are continuing our series of rating all of the different park, attraction, and rides. And today we are going to Hollywood.
Woo! Alright guys, so we are going through Hollywood today. We're going to break down all of the rides and attractions and what we think is top tier versus bottom tier. So let's go through the tiers really quick here. Did you even go to Disney? This just means like, come on, you went to Disney, you went to Hollywood Studios, you got to ride these rides. They're some of the top tier rides out there that you should do. Or it's just classic. You got to do it, right? And then we got You Bet Your Mickey. These are the rides that we think are the most fun. This is stuff that we would say is our go-to rides. So that's where we're going to put them here. Then we have If There's a Short Line. So this just means that if there's not a long line, it might be worth it. If there is a long line, you might want to skip it or just come back later if it ever goes down to a short line.
Check the app.
Yeah. Then we got One and Done. So these are the ones that it's something that you probably should do at least once. If you're going to the parks, at least do it once. If you go multiple times, you probably don't care about it that much, right?
Yep.
Then we also have Take a Nap. So this is probably one of our better categories. This is something that we enjoy because we don't leave the park and go back to the hotel. So we stay all day long. So we need those rides or attractions that let you just kind of rest your feet for a little bit. That's what this category is.
Yep.
And then we have Do Better Disney. So this is just, come on, Disney. You can do so much better with this. Update it, whether it's technology or something like that, right? It just needs a little bit of an update. So Disney can do better.
Some love.
So these are our categories here.
Yes.
All of this is our opinion, and we are just basing this off of the two of us, two adults. Even though we're kids at heart, this is
two
not...
adult children.
This is not really what we would say you have to do if you have kids. You might actually change it up a little bit if you're going with little kids. So this is really just more how adults would probably handle this kind of a trip. But Hollywood Studios is known to have the bigger rides and attractions. So this is one of my favorite parks. I love Hollywood Studios. So I'm really excited to get into it.
Yep.
All right. We would love to know what you have to think in the comments down below. Let us know how you would rate some of these. But we're going to go ahead and dive in. So...
Dive on in.
Dive on in.
First one, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt. This is a show that you sit in an open outdoor theater and you watch how they make some of their movie magic with the different stunts. There is some audience participation if you're into that. If not, just sit in the back and
go to sleep.
A little rest.
Yeah. It's based off of the first movie. Right, so there's a lot in here that they go through, but they do show how they made that movie. So it's pretty fun. I would say that this is one that if you have a chance to go do it, do it. It could be a one and done.
I have seen half.
She's seen half of it. So the last time that we went, unfortunately, we had a dinner reservation, so we weren't able to watch all of it. I've seen it multiple times. I think it's pretty cool, but it is one where you could just take a nap. But if there's not ever going to be a long line, but... I would say that this is one that you should at least do if you're going to go to Hollywood Studios. You'll have some free time at some point, so just go do it.
Yeah.
It's good. All right. We got the Walt Disney Presents. This is really more of just like a museum kind of area for you to walk through, and you see how Disney created Walt Disney World. So it has a lot of the little like...
history.
The history, but these little like play sets, I don't know what you would call it.
3D models.
It's 3D models, yeah. 3D models of like Disney and just the concept of what he was wanting to create. Wow. It's really cool. So you can do that. And then I believe after this, they also have a show that's normally a preview of a Disney movie that's about to come out. So this is where we watched Aladdin before Aladdin came out.
Which that was fun to see a movie before it came out. Well,
yeah.
not the whole movie.
It's not the whole movie. You see a clip of it. Yeah.
But that was a good break.
This is one where, it's not one that you're going to like take a nap. If it's raining, this might be one that you want to go into. But at least do this once just to see the history of it. I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Tower of Terror.
Straight on up.
Yeah, I think.
And then drop down.
And
then go back up.
So this is one where you are on this ride that goes up and down and up and down. It drops you. And it's based off of the Twilight Zone. And there was an actual, obviously there's a series, but there was one of their TV, what am I thinking? One of the episodes. One of the episodes was
they did this in an elevator?
the Tower of Terror, where they were in the elevator and it dropped and everything. So that's what it's based off of. Very fun.
It's super
Can
fun.
be very scary for little kids. So if you are taking your kids, they might not want to do this. I don't think I rode this until I was like 16, 17.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Even though I had been to Disney multiple times, I was terrified of this ride. And what's kind of sad is they've changed it, because it used to be they would take you all the way to the top and drop you all the way to the bottom.
Oh,
And
now
that's
it's like
what
half.
scared me. Yeah, so now it's randomized. And so it's up and down and up and down and up and down, but it's random how many floors you're going to drop. But it's still very fun, and it kind of takes you through the story.
Just don't, cling onto your husband's arm, because the pictures are...
I'll have to show you. Okay, so this is why I was terrified of this ride. Disney, you did a horrible job marketing, or the best job marketing, because when I was a kid, the advertisement that they showed for this was people actually standing up in an elevator and it dropping, and that scared the crap out of me, because I thought that's what the ride was.
That's
I thought you literally were standing and it just dropped, and it scared me to the point that I never wanted to do it. And even when people would tell me, no, you're sitting down, like, I didn't believe them, because I believed what Disney was showing me, because I'm gullible like that.
Advertisements.
So, but I'll have to show you that ad at one point, because that scared me. It's very, very fun. I like it. Yeah, especially as an adult, it's very fun. Okay. All right, so Disney Junior Play and Dance, I wanted to include this just because it is part of Hollywood Studios, but this is not something we do, right? But if you have little kids, they would enjoy this. It's kind of in this back area that's everything Disney Junior. They have the characters there, so your kids would probably love this. You just go sit down and kind of watch a show. It might be a good place to take a nap. If we had to do it, it would be...
Or your kids, who knows?
Yeah.
Kids can sleep through anything.
Sometimes.
I can't.
But yeah, I would probably put it here. It's take a nap for an adult. Okay. So we got the Star Tours. This is one that you would always be like, I don't know
it
what
was
it is.
really cool, and then once Galaxy's Edge came out, which we'll talk about in a minute, it doesn't feel as cool anymore.
I still like it. It's still the classic. So before Galaxy's Edge came out, this was Star Wars. This was
revolutionary.
This was the area that you would go to, and you would do the show beforehand, and then you would go and ride this. And it's like you're in this pod kind of thing that's on hydraulics, and it moves around, and there's a show as you're watching it.
Yeah.
But there's actually multiple shows that you can see. Each time you ride this, you might get something a little bit different. So it is very fun, but it is outdated versus now with all the rides that they have with Galaxy's Edge. It's one that they probably could update, but it's such a classic. So
for me, since I'm not a Star Wars fan, I would put it under short line. But it never really has a long line because...
I'll put it here because that is a valid point. If there is a long line, I don't know if it's worth it. But if there is a short line, definitely just get on it. Yeah, it's good. Awesome. So I got Meet Sully, but this is really just meet characters in general.
Characters in this park, it's just so diverse because you have you have Woody, you have Buzz, you have Jessie,
just all of Toy Story.
Sully,
you have all Star Wars.
all Star Wars characters.
It's just a bunch of Pixar characters. You got Mickey, Minnie, obviously, there's just characters everywhere in this one. And they're fun, and especially Sully, Mike and Sully. Seeing Mike and Sully is really fun. But it is still one that you have to schedule that time to go and see them. But with Star Wars, they're walking out and about. So that's the cool part about the Galaxy's Edge is that you'll see Rey and Chewie and everyone. So Kylo Ren will have his whole show, and he comes out and does stuff. It's very, very cool. I really like how they do the characters in Hollywood Studios.
Characters are just different in this park, and it makes it really fun.
So it's one of those that you're going to see them at some point, so you might as well just enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you bet your Mickey. You're going to see characters. Okay, Star Wars Launch Bay. This is another area where you see characters, but it's more of the Star Wars characters. And this is kind of in the back. And this is one that I feel like Disney could actually do something different with this area.
It's not even near Galaxy's Edge.
It's not near Galaxy's Edge. And so I'm kind of like, come on, Disney. You could have done something else or just move it. Like, it's still good to see these characters, and it kind of has like a museum-ish area back there, so you still kind of see some of the Star Wars memorabilia and, you know,
yeah, but that whole
items
area
and things,
just doesn't feel...
It needs to be something
else.
It needs to be on its own. And it's so sad because one of my favorite things used to be back there was the Pixar, like, walkthrough area, and you got to see the art, and you got to see, like, behind the scenes of artists that were drawing.
That's
and
fun.
You got to actually participate and draw something, and then you would always get to see, like, a Pixar short. It was nice. So
for the artist in your heart.
I love that, but it's kind of gone now. So it's sad. But
do you want to take a moment of silence?
Mm-hmm, let's take a moment of silence. Okay. All right. This is just, again, I feel like Disney could do better or do something else with this area. So
agreed.
Awesome. All right, Rock and Roller Coaster. This, for me, no doubt, goes maybe even above.
It does. Oh,
I love Rock and Roller Coaster. So this is a fast roller coaster. It goes from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds.
Wow.
There's, I think, about 3 loops. One of those, I think, is just like a corkscrew, but very, very fun. It's all based off of Aerosmith. So their music, the concept is that you are getting like VIP tickets to go to their show, and this is a stretch limo.
You gotta make it to the show.
Yeah, so the actual roller coaster is a limo, and you're on the limo trying to get to the Aerosmith
and it's
concert.
2 seats, right?
So it's 2-seater. It plays their music as you're going through, and it's different music each time. It's in the dark. It's so fun. I love this one. I wish it was longer because it's so quick. But I think, you know, even here, like if there's not, you know, a long line, easily get in this one. You will enjoy it. But
for you,
for
it's
me,
way up here.
like I cannot go to Hollywood without riding this ride.
That's true. We haven't. There have been some rides we haven't done. But
I
that
will
was
make a point.
sad.
I'm gonna move
it.
it.
Oh. Okay, y'all.
I love Rock and Roller Coaster. So for me, definitely, you got to do this one. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right, Slinky Dog Dash.
I think it's fun.
It's another one that could easily fall up here. It's really, really fun.
But it also sort of feels like the lines get so long on this one that at the end you're kind of like, well, that was cool. Was that worth a 2-hour wait? Up to you.
And exactly, is it worth a 2-hour wait? Because
it's
this
not
one
worth
gets
a 2-hour, but
this
it
one
does
gets a
get
very
up
long
there.
line, and it can be one of those that you're like, we could be doing something else at this point.
It's kind of in between Seven Dwarfs
Mm-hmm.
and like a real like rock and roller coaster.
Yeah,
It's kind of
sort
in
of
the middle-ish to me.
depending on where you're sitting.
Yeah.
If you're sitting at the back, it can be more thrilling and fun. If you're sitting at the very front, it's very slow. So if you have kids, little kids that they're trying to get their first roller coaster experience, this might be a good one for them because there's no loops, but I wouldn't have them sit at the very back. But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely one I would say, like, you're there. If you get there early, go to Toy Story Land first, or if you're going to Galaxy's Edge, it's one of the two.
Yeah.
That's where people are going.
Yeah.
So if you go to Toy Story, ride this one, get it done. It's a good one.
It's fun.
Okay, so Muppets Vision 3D.
I actually really enjoy the Muppets.
I do too.
It's like a nice break.
This is easily a place where you can rest for a little bit,
But it's fun.
but you're not going to sleep during it. It's fun. It's very interactive. I like it. It's not a one and done because we do it every single time.
And I mean, you could put it under
There's
short
not-
line, but there's
there's
never
not
really a long line.
This is one that we would probably put up here,
But
but
I
it
don't
also
think
goes
we-
down
yeah.
here. We can keep it down here for the time being because this would be one that
Yeah.
when we're tired, we will go and do this one. Just because you get to sit down for a good minute.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy with that. Yeah. All right, Smuggler's Run.
This one's
I
fun.
really like this one too. This is in Galaxy's Edge. You're riding the Millennium Falcon.
It's only
and you got
6 people.
6 people.
So that's
right?
fun if you have 6 people in
If you
your
got a group of 6, you can all have your own little area in the cockpit. But this has different like
roles.
jobs or roles that you're doing. So you got like the pilot, the engineers, the gunners. And really it's based off of kind of a video game. So how you play is going to determine how well you do. And the pilots are obviously piloting and trying to avoid different things.
They're really carrying the whole team.
They are kind of carrying the whole team. But every time they actually mess up and bump into something, you feel it, right? So it is important that you got good pilots. If you got a 6-year-old that's flying it and they don't know what they're doing, you're going to be in a lot of pain. Yeah. But as far as like the engineers and the gunners,
you kind of just hit buttons.
You just kind of hit a button, which is the only reason for me why I would kind of put it down here of like, do better, Disney, because they could have done so much more with it. I feel like, especially for the gunners, the Millennium Falcon has that area where you're supposed to go up into your own little kind of circle pod and then you shoot, and they don't have that. You're just pressing a button. So I think that Disney got a little bit lazy on this one, and they could have done more, but it's still a lot of fun.
It would have been even cooler if it was just 2 people, but that would be so hard because so many people.
It would take very long to get onto it. But even if for the engineers or the gunners, if they had their own screens that we could look out and see different things and shoot at different things, that would be cool. But you don't. Everyone's looking towards the front.
Yeah.
But it's still worth it. It's very cool. And even before you get on the ride, there's some things that you can do and take some pictures.
Pre-experiences.
It's fun. So you got to do it. Okay, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. This is behind the Rock and Roller Coaster. Personally, I've never done it.
No.
But we might actually try it this next time. I don't know why it's so huge here. But we might actually try this next time that we go. It's really just a show. So Lightning McQueen is an animatronic, and he's talking to you, the audience, and then he kind of tells you how to race, and he turns around and he like races, and you just watch it. So it's really a show. This is one that you could probably take a nap. But it could also be a one and done. We'll just try it this next time to see
we'll do it.
How we like it. We might rate it higher. Who knows? So
yeah, we could be lowballing this thing.
Yeah. I'll put it there.
It could be better than Rock and Roller Coaster.
No. I don't think so.
Okay, next. Vacation Fun animated short. That was a mouthful. With Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
So watching shorts.
Yeah, this is really just, again, you're watching a show. Nothing too special. They've changed it a lot over the years. I just put it on here because obviously it is kind of an attraction, something to do, but I don't think that it's something
Hollywood
that we would really...
just has a ton of theater stuff because that was
and that's what it is. Yeah, so even when you're out and about, there's a lot more to do than just these rides. You have people that are performing. You got performers on the street, and they're trying to engage you in like song and dance, and it's a lot of fun. But there are certain things that it's like, yeah, you're just sitting down and watching a show for a lot of these. But this is one that it is what it is. I don't necessarily think I would waste my time doing it unless it was like raining outside or I had nothing else to do.
But it also might be nice for grandparents who need a break. Oh, I'm gonna go watch some shorts.
Yeah,
that's
do
fine.
that.
Take the kids with you. We'll go to Rock and Roller Coaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I put it there. Okay, Toy Story Mania.
Also video game like.
Yes. And this one's really fun.
You put it under you. Okay, yes, I agree. No, I agree. I agree.
Well, I feel bad because it's like most of the Toy Story stuff we are putting in just like, yeah, it's our top list, but it's not something you would have to do.
Yeah.
You were saying, so in your Magic Kingdom video, our Magic Kingdom video, you were saying, it's all yours. In the Magic Kingdom video, you were saying you would put this above the Buzz Lightyear.
They're really the same.
Sort of, right? So this one's 3D.
Maybe I don't remember this. Last time we went,
Last time we weren't able to do it. Yeah, it was very frustrating. But this one, it is 3D. You're going around. You have your little kind of gun in front of you, and you're just shooting at things and trying to get the high score. It is very fun. I would not wait too long in a line for this one, especially because the inside is a long line. It weaves in and out. There's a lot of things to see.
That's right.
Because when you go in there, you're basically like in Andy's room, and there's a bunch of stuff to see, and it's very colorful and playful, but it's a long line. Yeah.
You got Genie Plus and this was on there, I'd probably do it.
Yeah. So Toy Story, it's one of those like, yeah, you should do it. It's fun. Okay.
Be a toy.
We got the alien swirling saucers. This is a lot like the teacups. So you're just spinning around. Swirling around.
Spinning like a ballerina.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more intense than the teacups because you're not just stationary.
Yeah, those aliens
It
are
is
terrible
moving.
drivers.
It's moving you around, but you're also spinning. So, it's dinner time for our cats. We're going to hear that for a second. I'll just wait.
And we're back.
All right, so we were talking about the alien swirling saucer.
That's how bad at drivers they are.
Yeah. It's okay. It's good. It's not one that I would say is like top priority. If you get a chance
It's
to do
fine.
it, then do it. Yeah. I don't know if it's a one and done. Definitely if there's a short line. I'll put it there. Okay, so Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Love it. Love it, love it,
That's
love
a hard
it.
one to say. But yes, this...
Put it right here. Put it right here.
Moving it.
Yes.
Move it on down. So
this one is kind of like you're in the cars, and the cars are going around, and you're going
Like
through
Ratatouille.
like Ratatouille, and you're going through the different scenes of Mickey and Minnie on these different little adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a different type of artistic style, so it's not the normal Mickey you're used to. But if you've seen
The shorts.
the shorts,
new,
on
like, shorts on
Disney, then you'll understand. But I love it. I think it's fun.
Good. I do like this one. I'm just sad
He's
because
sad.
they took away the great movie ride, and that it was the classic ride that you would do when you went to Hollywood Studios. I know this is another one I need to take a moment and just appreciate.
They're there.
But I do like it. It's a lot faster than the original ride. The original one
That was a slow and steady one.
took a very long time, very interactive.
I watched it on YouTube, and I was able to finish all of my nails by the time that ride was over.
Yeah, it was a long ride, so it was one that I would put on like take a nap, but you wouldn't because you would just
It was
enjoy
interactive
all of it.
for
But
sure.
yeah, the Mickey and Minnie, it's faster than what I thought it was going to be. So I wouldn't wait too long in the line for this one because of how quick it is.
Yeah, it's
we
pretty
waited
short
in
ride.
line for like an hour for this, and then the ride itself is only like 4 minutes.
Well, and that's the first time we'd ever done it.
Yeah.
So now we know, maybe do that one earlier in the day and don't wait till 3 o'clock to get in line.
But it's worth it. It's a good one. It's very cute. And the screens and animations and all that stuff that they have, like, it's very impressive.
It's very vibrant.
It's very
beautiful.
impressive. So it's a good one. I would do it.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beautiful.
Live.
So, live. Beauty and the Beast.
Wait, is this pre-COVID or after COVID? This during COVID or now?
I'd say now.
Okay, so like before, during COVID, the characters couldn't touch each other. They didn't have all the characters. When Beast was dying, Belle was like, no!
6 feet away.
6 feet, yeah. Not fun.
It was
now,
really funny to watch, but...
It was hilarious to watch. But now they have all the characters.
Uh-huh.
Beast and Belle can touch each other.
Like, even when they were dancing, they couldn't
They
hold
didn't
each
dance
other
together.
to dance. It was
Just-
very
they
awkward.
walked around each other in circles.
So it's back to normal, and if you're seeing it now, it is worth it.
It's
a good
Broadway
one.
style, though.
It's Broadway style.
It's like 24 minutes, I think.
Is it? It's that long?
I think it's in the 20. I think it's
That's
low
nice.
20s.
Yeah. So it's a great place to sit down. The stadium like seats are not comfortable because I think they're just the steel.
Is it there like a covered area and a non-covered area? I wouldn't
Very
go in the
small.
non-covered
Yeah, don't go up to the
area.
very top. But there's never really it's never packed in my opinion. So
Well, I think when we were there, it's people trying to distance.
it's really just the seating's not that comfortable, but it is a place where you can rest for a bit, which is great. But it's also,
There's never really a line.
I mean, you should go to it. It's a good one.
You just
know?
need to figure out the show times and decide when you want to go.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Frozen sing-along. See, I would rather do Beauty over this one.
I would too. I'd
But
agree.
it's not bad. But this one's indoors. So you get a little bit more air conditioning. You sing along to the songs.
My mom loves this one.
Yeah. I mean, hearing the little kids sing the songs, so cute.
Yeah.
And right now they have Olaf, which is so cute.
I just don't see it. It's not a top priority for myself. I don't think you would really say it's a top priority for you either.
I wonder if they'll put Frozen 2 songs in here, or if they
I thought
have
they were
and I
going
don't know
to.
about it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to. Or they have.
I feel like that would be fun. I would go
Sure
see it
they
again
have.
if they had Frozen 2 songs in it.
But to me, it's like a one and done. Or if you're gonna go, you're gonna rest a little bit, and your kids are gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna sing.
Yes.
But if you're a kid at heart, then you're gonna be singing too. It just is what it kind of falls in between. Like these, and even it could be up here. I don't know, but I'm just gonna put it there for now because at least do it. It's something to do while you're there, and because again, it's Hollywood Studios. It's all about shows and singing and Broadway, and so this is a part where you get to actually do something with them.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay, so Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance.
This is a good one.
You've probably heard about this. Let's be honest.
Move this over.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance is cool. Personal opinion. It's cool. I'd do it. I don't want to wait in a 2-hour
It's
line.
cool. It's okay.
It's just the
Yeah.
line is so long.
I don't
If
necessarily
did-
think that the line would be long. It's we got stuck in the line.
we got stuck.
So we got
it
stuck
went down.
halfway, and
That's true.
we were like, do we leave?
Do we leave
do we
the line?
walk back through all of these people to go do something else, which we eventually did. But that's where it's like, it kind of gave us a bad impression the first time that we tried doing this, just because we got stuck in the line because it broke down, and that's one of the
it
things.
broke down before rope drop.
Yeah.
It was all of us at rope drop went to get in this line, and it didn't even work from the start of the day. It was down most of that day, I thought.
It happens. This
It
one
does.
is one that is
Notorious.
very technical. There's a lot of things that can go wrong,
Between the cars and the screens and the...
and so it goes down easily throughout the day. But I think it's worth it.
If I were you and you really
It's worth
wanted
it.
to do it, just pay for it. If you can afford it, I would just pay for it, and then you know you get to do it.
Yes.
You don't have to wait in a long line.
And I think, we paid like $15 a person or
Yeah.
something like that to guarantee a spot to be on it. That would have been
We were in an off-peak. We're in a
better.
off
Yeah.
time. But
But it's fun. It's very like in your face, interactive. There's some drops. It's good.
Yeah.
So you'd enjoy it.
I think so.
All right, Fantasmic. I made the video on this one. It's good.
Fantasmic's a 29-minute show. It has new scenes. You see almost every character. It's so fun.
There's so much to do. It's really good. And they've also included now you can combine like a dining package with a VIP seating area.
Oh, yeah.
And this is something that we're trying to get ourselves because you either have to get there super early to guarantee that you're going to get a decent spot, but they could also just shuffle you all the way to the end, and that's not cool either. So you want to have good seats for this. And so if you include that kind of dining package, you can get those VIP seats, which is nice. But it is so worth it. It's a great show. Right at the end of the day, before you leave, you just get some magic in your heart and you feel all joyful, and
That was lovely.
it's great. Yeah, it's a good way to go to sleep, is end your day with Fantasmic. It's not like it puts you to sleep. It's just by the time
Good
that
way
you
to
get back
end
to
your
it,
day.
it's a great way to end your day, which
Before you
means you're
get-
going to go to sleep.
Back on the Skyliner. You can fall asleep there.
Yeah. So, Fantasmic. It's fantastic. So.
Good one. Original. Okay, Sabi's Workshop.
Sabi's Workshop.
You do this one because you did this one.
Yeah, so where's my...
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Let me not touch the blade.
It'll burn your hand off. So, this is actually my lightsaber that I got to create.
I got
Through-
to watch.
through Sabi's Workshop. So I'm very proud of this. But
We got some
This
cool
is-
pictures.
yeah, we got really cool pictures. This is expensive, in my opinion. It's like $200-300 to do this experience, but it is an experience.
It's also exclusive.
It is exclusive. You have to do a reservation for this. So much like the dining reservation, 60 days out, you have to do a Savi's Workshop reservation if you want to build a lightsaber. Now you can buy a lightsaber in Galaxy's Edge, but having this experience is just, it was really cool.
It was cool.
If you're a Star Wars fan, this is worth it, in my opinion, to have this experience. It is expensive, but it's worth it. Yeah. It's also why I'm putting it in one and done, because I'm not going to spend the money again to do this.
I might.
I don't see the point. I don't really see the point. But for those of you that might really like building lightsabers, they have different options. So you could do this multiple times and keep building different lightsabers and get different colors, and it could be worth it to you.
But you can also do the one that he did, but there are other things, like you could buy crystals to change the color. Like,
yeah, you can still buy the other parts later. It's a cool experience. So I would definitely say that this is up there. It's worth it. Do it at night. Do it at night because, one, you don't want to be carrying around this lightsaber. It weighs a lot. And so you'd be carrying it around all day long. And in the parks, they don't necessarily like you to have it out and about and playing with it.
Yeah.
And so you have to have it like sheathed, is what they say. But it's in like its case container, and you're just holding that all day. Not worth it. I would say do this at night, and that way you can get some really cool pictures. And
I mean, let us know. Do you want us to do a full video on this experience? Because we can, because there was a lot of stuff going on.
Even beforehand, we learned a lot about what to do, what not to do. We could make a video on this. If you're curious, let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, put in the comments if you want a video about Savi's Workshop experience.
All right. And the other one to add to that is the Tatooine Traders.
Tatooine. This was the droids.
This is the droids. This is where it's another one that you have to make a reservation for.
But
and it costs like $100, but you make
experience-y.
Yeah, it's a conveyor belt, and you just put together a droid, and then you get to keep it. It's remote control. It can still be fun, but I was originally going to do this, and then I was like, it's not worth it in my opinion. So we just skipped it. But you can still go in there. Unlike the Savi's Workshop, you cannot go into that specific area unless you have a reservation. With the Tatooine Traders, you can walk into that. It's a store. It's just if you want to experience the droids, they will take you to the conveyor belt area.
So Tatooine Traders, you can go in and not do anything.
And just shop.
Savi's, you can't go.
You can't go in there unless you... Yeah, it's a special club. So,
that's fun.
It is fun.
Is that all?
I think that's all. Now, again, like we said, there's a lot more that you can do with Hollywood Studios. It's mainly characters or shows that you're going to watch, fireworks, things like that.
Yeah, this one definitely has pocketed areas of different experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
But still fun.
It's very fun. But this is how I would probably rate these. Again, I wish that they would do something with that back area that's not just Star Wars. Just move it somewhere else, but do something else with that back area. Because it's kind of dead.
Real estate for something great.
The other thing that they still technically have that they haven't said if it's coming back or if they're doing something else with it is the Little Mermaid. It's a live action Little Mermaid. I also liked that one.
Again, it's just another theater show.
It's another theater show, but it's not open and hasn't been open for a while. Time, so I think they're just trying to get
they might be thinking of something
actors and actresses, or they might do something else with it. But it's technically just abandoned at this point. But
sad day.
Again, I really love Hollywood Studios. It's probably one of my favorite parks.
You do.
I would go multiple times if possible, but yeah.
He would.
All right. Well, we still have one more video that we're going to make on Animal Kingdom. Excited about that one. That one has a lot of things to do too. So we will be making that one soon and putting that one out. But just stick with us.
Yeah.
We got more videos on the way, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay connected with Third Wish Travel. Follow us at Third Wish Travel.
My big head.
And we'll catch y'all in the next video. So best wishes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.